There are rules in my hometown. Old rules, passed down like heirlooms, whispered in kitchens and at campfires, muttered with a hand half covering the mouth, as though saying them too loudly might invite something in. The first rule: never answer the knock after midnight. The second: if it knows your name, you don't know it. The third: always burn the shoes of the dead. I didn't think much of these rules growing up. Every small town has its superstitions. Ours just seemed a little darker, a little stricter. But I followed them anyway, out of habit, out of fear, out of that quiet understanding that old traditions survive for a reason. Until the night my best friend, Elias, died. He was in a car accident on the old highway. The kind of accident that doesn't leave much to identify. His mother cried for days, sitting on her porch with an unlit cigarette trembling between her fingers. His father, grim and silent, carried a shoebox to the river one night and burned Elias's sneakers, watching until nothing but charred laces and blackened rubber remained. Everyone knew the rules. Everyone followed them. Except me. I couldn't stop thinking about Elias, about how the last thing he'd said to me was a stupid joke, how I never told him I was sorry for something so small I can't even remember it now. Grief eats at you like that. Gnawing, scraping. So I did what you're not supposed to do. I kept a piece of him, one of his shoes hidden in my closet. The first knock came 3 nights later. Knock. 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 It was soft, almost polite, but it woke me from a dead sleep. My clock read 2:14 a.m. The house was silent. I told myself it was a branch, the wind, something ordinary. But then came another set of knocks, closer this time, like they were at my bedroom door. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Knock. 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 Let me in. My blood turned to ice. The voice was Elias's. I whispered his name before I could stop myself. Silence. Then, after what felt like hours, I heard the slow drag of footsteps retreating down the hall. The next day, I found muddy footprints on the hardwood floor outside my door. Bare, human, too big to be mine. I tried to throw the shoe away. I carried it to the dumpster behind the grocery store, hurled it in, and walked home without looking back. But when I opened my closet that night, it was there again, right where I had hidden it. That night, the knocking was louder. Let me in. Please, I'm cold. I stuffed my ears with pillows. I prayed. I cried. Still, I heard it. The begging, the scratching at the wood, the way my name slid from his mouth like something rotten. I stopped sleeping. My skin turned pale and waxy. People at work asked if I was sick. I lied and nodded, but Elias kept coming back. Sometimes he laughed. Sometimes he cried. Sometimes he whispered things I couldn't understand, but they crawled under my skin like worms. Then one night, the knocking stopped. Instead, I woke to find my bedroom door open. The shoe sat at the foot of my bed, wet, covered in mud and something dark that wasn't mud. And from the closet, where the shoe had been just hours before, I heard it, breathing. I never saw Elias again. What I saw was worse. A figure, too tall for my room, its limbs wrong, bent, jointed like broken branches, its head lolling, slack, with Elias's smile stitched onto its face in a way that didn't belong. Its voice, when it spoke, came from too many mouths at once. You kept me. They found my house empty the next morning. The neighbors said they heard knocking all night long, but no one dared open the door. No one dared look. All they found was a single shoe, charred black, sitting in the middle of my bed. The rules were clear. I broke them. And now, when the knocking comes, I knock too.